Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Essentials of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy. So today in this video, let's discuss the topics of 23rd and 24th of August 2025. First, we are going to discuss about the Lunar Module Launch Vehicle LMLV. And second, about the Great Nicobar Infrastructure Project. And third, about the Asia Pacific Institute for Broadcasting Development. And fourth, about the Vithal Bhai Patel. And finally, Ethiopia country mapping. So coming to a first topic, that is lunar module launch vehicle. So what is this and why this is in news? Because the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, is in the process of building its heaviest rocket ever, and has named that rocket as the lunar module launch vehicle. So the ISRO has announced that it is going to build a heaviest rocket, ISRO's heaviest rocket, which is named as the Lunar Module Launch Vehicle. So let's see what is this Lunar Module Launch Vehicle. So it is an improved version of the NGLV, that is the New Generation Launch Vehicle. So this new generation launch vehicle is a type of launch vehicle which will carry heavy payloads. And this is going to be used in the Bharat Antariksha Station. And this LMLV, that is the Lunar Module Launch Vehicle, is as tall as 40-story building. So you can imagine it is as tall as 40-story building, how much big it is. And it is going to be ready by the 2035, exactly 10 years from now. And what is the purpose of this Lunar Module Launch Vehicle? The name itself tells us that this is used for the lunar missions, including India's first human mission to the moon, which is planned by 2040. And this LMLV will carry advanced 80 tons of payloads to the low Earth orbit and carry about 27 tons to the moon. So that's why it is the highest and the largest ever launch vehicle of ISRO. And it also consists of three stages, that is the liquid propellant in the first and the second stage, and the cryogenic propellant in its third stage for the boosting. So this is about the basic details of lunar module launch vehicle, which will be ready by the 2035. Coming to the second topic, that is the Great Nicobar Infrastructure Project. So this has been in news before also. We already discussed about this project in our Everyday Essential series only. But now, as it is in the news, let us revise now. So why it is in this news? The Congress leader and the former Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh described this Great Nicobar mega infrastructure project as a Maha ecological disaster. See, Maha ecological disaster, and alleged that it is simply being bulldozed through. He cited the media reports to say that fresh evidence suggests that the rights of the local tribal communities under the Forest Rights Act have not been settled. So it is an infrastructure project, right? So whenever you initiate any infrastructure project, it requires huge amount of land, right? So as this is a Great Nicobar project which involves the rainforest mainly, and in this Great Nicobar, the tribals have been more prominent. So the to take over the land, the government has to settle the tribal communities' land under this Forest Rights Act rights, right? So the opposition is claiming that the rights of the local tribal communities under this Forest Right Act have not been settled, and the government is going for this Great Nicobar infrastructure project. Coming to the project details, it is a major or mega infrastructure project which involves building many buildings or the transshipment ports, a trade fair, like that. And it is situated on the southern end of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, that is the Great Nicobar. It is a 72,000 crore project which covers about 16,610 hectares. A huge, that's why it is a mega infrastructure project. And the aim of this project is to leverage the island's strategic location near the Malacca Strait. So to use this Greater Nicobar strategic location, which is nearer to the Malacca Strait. So we are building, or we are coming up with a major infrastructure project, that is the Great Nicobar Infrastructure Project. And who is the implementing agency of this project? The Andaman and the Nicobar Islands Integrated Development Corporation is implementing this Great Nicobar Infrastructure Project. And what are the development projects which are going to be constructed under this project? That is the International Container Transshipment Terminal. See, International Container Transshipment Terminal, so that the cargoes loading and unloadings will take place under this terminal. And also one international airport, that is the Greenfield International Airport, which is being newly built. That is the Greenfield International Airport. And also the two Greenfield cities, and also the Coastal Mass Rapid Transport System, Free Trade Zone, International Cruise Terminal also. The cruise terminal, that is the cruise tourism, for promoting the cruise tourism, the boat tourism. And also ship breaking yard is also going to be conducted. So with this, all the projects, the Great Nicobar will become a infrastructure hub on the maritime hub, so that we can leverage its strategic location near the Malacca Strait, and we can have a strategic presence in the Indian Ocean, so that we can contain the China's presence in that Indian Ocean, and also we can promote the trade also. Now coming to the geographical location of this Great Nicobar Island, it is the southernmost and the largest of the Nicobar Islands. So the word great is the largest. So that's why it is the largest of the Nicobar Islands, which is situated north of the island of Sumatra. This is also the strategic location apart from the Malacca state, and it comprises 600 odd islands. And vegetation of this Great Nicobar Island is the rainforest ecosystem. In Mount Tulia is its highest point and the southernmost tip of India, and also the southernmost tip of this Great Nicobar Island, that is the Indra Point, is presented in this Great Nicobar Island only. And this island is designated as the Biosphere Reserve, that is the Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. And this biosphere reserve hosts many species, that is the giant leatherback turtle, Nicobar megapod, Great Nicobar crake, and Nicobar tree shark, which are endemic to these islands. Here you can see the picture of this Great Nicobar megapod, which is a bird and listed as vulnerable in the IUCN status, and also the giant leatherback turtle, which is also the vulnerable. And here you can see the location of this Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here it is Great Nicobar. Moving to a third topic, that is the Vithalbhai Patel. So who is this Vithalbhai Patel and why we are discussing now? So the Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated the All India Speakers Conference on 24th of August 2025, which is a two-day national event. With this All India Speakers Conference will mark the historic moment commemorating the 100th anniversary or the centenary of the Veer Vithalbhai Patel's election as the first Indian Speaker of a legislative body. So we have studied in our polity that Vithalbhai Patel is the first Indian to be elected as a Speaker or the President of the then Legislative Assembly. So we'll see about this Vithalbhai Patel. So he was born on 27 September 1873 in the Gujarat. He was the elder brother of the Sardar Vallabhai Patel. He's an Indian legislator, and this Vittalbhai Patel was not into the acceptance of this Gandhi's philosophy, but although he joined the Congress as a means to get the independence, and he managed to win a seat in the Bombay Legislative Council also. But after this post Chaura Chauri incident that happened on the 1922, and where the Gandhiji stopped this non-cooperation movement because of this 1922, frustrated with this Congress and this incident, he left this Congress, International Congress, and co-founded the Swarajya Party along with the Chittaranjan Das and the Motilal Nehru. And the motive of the Swarajya Party is that to participate in the legislative councils of the British. participate in the councils of the British, and from there act opposite to the, and from there contain the British ideology and promote the nationalistic sentiments. And in 1923 he was elected to the Central Legislative Assembly, and in 1925 he became the president of the Central Legislative Assembly, that is the speaker of the Central Legislative Assembly. 1920 he was elected, so this 2025 now we are commemorating the 100th anniversary of the election of Vital Bais as a speaker or president to the Central Legislative Assembly. Now moving to a fourth topic, that is the AIBD, Asia Pacific Institute for Broadcasting Development. So why we are discussing about this institute now? Because in a remarkable achievement, India has been elected as the chairman of the executive board of this particular organization with by getting the highest number of votes, which happened during the 23rd General Conference, which held from the 19th to 21st of August in Thailand. So let's see about this Asia Pacific Institute for Broadcasting Development. So it was established in the 1977 under the auspices of the UNESCO, which stands for the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So this AIBD is a unique regional intergovernmental organization which serves the countries of the United Nations Economic and the Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, which is in short known as the UNESCO. That too in the field of the electronic media development, and it was hosted by the government of Malaysia, and so the secretariat is located in Kuala Lumpur. So what is the mandate of this AIBD? That is to achieve a vibrant and cohesive electronic media environment. It is particularly concerned with the electronic media environment in the Asia Pacific region. So how it will achieve? Through its policies and the decisions. Its founding organizations include ITU, that is the International Telecommunication Union, UNDP, that is the United Nations Development Program, and the UNESCO. Its total membership includes 93, representing 46 countries and the regions, and 50 partners in Asia, Pacific, Europe, Africa, Arab states, and the North America. Its total membership is 93, but its current members include 26 full members, those are the countries, and 50 affiliate members which represent the organization. Coming to India, India also a founding member of this AIBD, and from India, this Prasar Bharati from the Ministry of Information and the Broadcasting will represent India in this organization. So as part of this only, now India is elected as a chairman of the executive board of this particular organization, AIBD. Now coming to final topic, that is Ethiopia. So here you can see this is the Ethiopia, which is also part of the Horn of Africa. And Ethiopia is a landlocked country of East Africa. It is located on the Horn of Africa, and it is the second most populous country in Africa. So what is the first most populous country of Africa? That is Nigeria is the most populous country of Africa. It's Ethiopia's capital is Addis Ababa. And coming to the drainage system of this Ethiopia, it mainly consists of three systems. First system consists of Blue Nile, the Case, and the Barrow rivers in the western part of the Ethiopia. And the second system comes the Awash and the Omo rivers. And third system includes the Shebeli and the Ganali rivers. So here you can see the mapping of Ethiopia. It is bordered by Somalia here, next Djibouti, next Eritrea, Ethiopia. These four nations are called as the Horn of African nations. And it has Kenya, South Sudan, and the Sudan. And here, so it is a landlocked country. So that's all for today. Thank you.